Hey there DIY coders, welcome to HTML Quickie, where we make writing HTML more exciting than writing a love letter. Before we get started, if you have no clue what form tags are, or you have no clue about HTML forms in general, there will be a link down in the description below for you to check out. But if you're all good, we'll go ahead and get started and prepare you with a text editor, a web browser, and have both of those applications open to the file we'll be working on. Now, one more thing before we go ahead and learn the tag we'll be learning, I want you to copy the code that we have highlighted here. If you need to pause the video, you go ahead and pause the video. But if you're all good, we'll go ahead and start learning what the text area tag is. Area. There we go. Text area. All right. And we'll save here and we'll refresh the browser. Mine will automatically refresh. And you'll see a box that lets us write text into it. So let me just zoom in here so you guys can see what's going on here. So we got a big box here. All right, so let's see what happens when we write some text in between the start and end tag. So we'll put text, save and refresh. All right, and you'll notice some text here has just popped up. If you have problems with your particular browser where you don't see any changes inside this text box, go ahead and press enter onto your web address there, or just pull in your file and drop it into your browser. All right, and it should work. All right, so now we see the text that we put here into here, and this is actually text you can type into or get rid of, just like so. Oh, sorry. And then we will refresh, and then it will change back to the original text here. So let me introduce some attributes you can add to for more precise functionality. So we'll just space it out like so. All right. All right. So right here, we'll put in, say, max length. All right. And then we'll say we'll put 10 here. And so what this will do is it'll limit the amount of characters that can be put into this box here. So we'll type a bunch of letters, and you'll notice no extra text will be added beyond the limit of 10 characters. So that does include the pre-written text we have that's written in the code editor. So just to give you some extra clarification, we'll get rid of the word text here. We'll save the file, we'll refresh the browser, and then we'll type some text here, and there you go. All right, so there's another attribute called placeholder, and the placeholder attribute is text in which you can't interact with, but it will label the text box. So let's say we put the word label here. We'll save. All right, we will refresh. And you'll notice there's some text in the text box, and we can't select it, and it seems to be of lighter of color. As soon as we type, you'll notice it disappear, and we more or less write over where it was. All right, let's move on to the last attribute we'll be teaching here, which is required. So we'll save, and then we'll refresh. All right, so let's say we type something. All right, so we type something. All right, you'll notice a green indicator. All right, and then if we get rid of it and click away, so we'll go ahead and type into the text box here and see if the required attribute has changed anything. So far, nothing is going on. So what is it supposed to do? So what it's supposed to do, it's supposed to indicate that whatever input you have not filled out is not filled out. So what does the required attribute do? So in terms of text area, if you have not written anything for the text area, it will indicate that you have not written in the required input. In our case, again, the text area. So far, there's nothing that indicates that. That is because this requires the form tag here. All right, just like so. save, and then we'll refresh. And then so let's try to submit the form. So we type some letters, we press enter, and you notice nothing happens again. So let's type in the text box and see what happens. All right, then we'll press enter to try to submit the form. And you see there's nothing is happening. What's going on here? So let's say get rid of some letters and press enter. So right now the function of enter is to make a new line within this text box. So because of that, it would be inappropriate for the enter button to function as a submit button as well. So what we will need on top of this is a submit button. So we'll put the input type of submit. All right, and we'll save and then refreshes. Forgot an I here. There we go. We'll save and refreshes. All right, so now we have our submit button. All right, so we'll type some random characters again and we'll press submit. All right, so we notice that it seems to have submitted the form. So now let's try to submit without any characters. And you'll notice we do get that indication that we have not filled out this input field. So let's see what happens when we don't have that required attribute. We'll take it away, save, and then we'll refresh, and then we'll submit. And it seems to be able to submit the form whether there is any text here or no text here. So now that you know how the text area tag functions, what is it used for? Typically it is used to send a message to someone, and a common messaging medium would be through email. So to properly utilize the text area to say send messages or send forms, you will need to understand server code. And if you're just learning HTML, learning server code would not be appropriate at this time, as you have just started learning HTML. But to give you an idea, again, there will be a link down in the description below, which teaches about form tags, and that video will touch upon a little bit about server code. So text area does come with other attributes. I will have a link down in the description below, and that will bring me to the end of this video. If you liked the video, give me a like. If you didn't quite like this video, you can hit that dislike button. And if you have something to say, you can submit your comment down in the comment section below. And if you think I've earned it, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell on all my upcoming videos. I thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.